What's up, True Feelings family? Hope you guys are doing well today. And if it's raining in your city, stay safe because it's raining down here. Anyway, my name is Crystal, and if you're new to my channel, I hope you stay. And those that have stayed, thank you so much for subscribing to this little old channel. I really do appreciate it. Can we just agree? John ain't shit. Dirty John ain't nothing but a dirty motherfucker.
Really?
Tell you why, because I think he just did some really skank ass shit to be married to this girl. Because I like Christiana. I'm always rooting for her. We know for real her ass relapsed and went back to jail, but I don't think that's the case, because I feel like they really faking the funk. We can all see the faking of the funk going on right here. So I just don't think that's what's going on with her. But we gonna move ahead and I'll tell you why. Now his ass is just walking through the house pissed off. Christiana ain't there. It's like Christiana always calls me, tell me when she going to bed, blah blah blah. She didn't do that. I noticed things is changing with her since his sister came down, feeling like, okay, maybe she feeling some kind of way, missing her damn sister, which would make sense. However, that's their fucking storyline. I don't for 1 second believe that girl done took her ass over there and she getting high. Because if Christiana was getting high and relapsed, we would have known about that shit already. We would have already known about it and heard about the shit. So I don't think that's the case.
I don't know what the...
So anyway, he get mad. He going in the kitchen and shit. And wait a minute. Why he got that blanket thing over the kitchen? They didn't have that blanket thing over the kitchen before. I really didn't understand why they covering up the kitchen. But anyway, I'm about to get off track. So he see the wine glass and shit, breaks the glass, talking about her ass so parole she ain't supposed to be drinking. And I'm sitting there thinking, well shit, everybody on this show been drinking, but she really probably shouldn't. She's still really trying to recover, especially with things going on with her mom that's really happening, that would probably cause someone to relapse because it's a lot of pressure.
I just want to be that daughter that's going to be there for her.
What I can say, I'm happy. She should be proud of herself that she is sober and she can be there for her mother. When she was at that little sandwich shop, she was kind of mentioning like she failing or something. It's like, no, you're not. As long as you stay sober and you can be there for your mom, you doing good. She doing good. So I really truly believe that. That's a damn compliment. So now the damn producer's knock on the door. Tap, tap, tap. What's going on? Can we come in and see what's happening? What done happened? So he tells him what's been going on with Christiana, that she's not there. And so they're just walking around and shit. And he's cleaning up the glass and shit. And I'm like, why you being so extra, John? Why you being so damn extra?
I don't know, the stress over with her mom. I don't know.
And the cameraman been at the house the whole damn time. They saw her ass leave, so he pull up that damn camera, his phone, and and you could see her walking off. Like, we have that same security at our house. We don't even have to be home to know what the fuck's going on at our home. We could just look at our phone wherever we're at, and it tell us who's coming in, who's going out. Like, period. So whatever. I didn't really. I guess they needed to put that in the damn scene.
Yeah, just gone.
So now, hardly ever use this word, but I'm using it today. Now his bitch ass is taking her shit, packing it up,
Out the window, doesn't matter. Gone.
throwing it outside like a bitch. Rod does shit like that. Dudes don't normally do shit like that. And I'm sitting there thinking, you don't even know what's going on with your wife.
You don't have all the facts.
You know her mother has lung cancer. You know she's dealing with a whole lot of shit. So instead of trying to figure out where the hell your wife is, like get in your car and find her, because apparently you think you know where the hell she at.
$10 says she's in Dubuque.
Why wouldn't you do that? Why are you taking all of her shit that he most likely bought and throwing it out on the yard for all your neighbors to see that you got troubles? I wouldn't want all my neighbors to see that I got troubles. That's all I'm saying.
We don't just throw up our hands and say, oh, I'm done.
And he's a bitch for doing that. He really is.
And the question is, what do I do about it now?
Now his little old friend drives up. Tells him what's going on. John's like, well, I think she went to Dubuque to see her sister. And so I'm sitting there thinking, well, if you think she went to Dubuque to see her sister, why? why in God's name aren't you driving to Dubuque to see what's going on with your damn wife? Like,
I have a few ideas, because I know some of the people that she talks to.
why you ain't going there to see what's going on with your damn wife? That's what I would do. So they walk on in the house and shit, and they start doing their little smoke thing that they do to figure out their life.
We use that sage to clear our thoughts, to clear our mind.
Now, I knew all along what the storyline was going to be, okay? We already know, for me, I think, either she called her sister and her sister told her that John didn't invite her told her not to come to the wedding, or she's going there and she's still going to find out John told her sister not to come to the wedding and didn't tell her. Even if that's so, it's really not. I guess you can't tell nobody how to be mad, but that's what that shit's about. That's their little storyline. And when his friend was doing that little smoky thing and he said the shit.
We told her sister not to come to her wedding.
I said, yeah. That's your little storyline. Period. But I'm glad his friend told him what he told him. Like, that's your damn wife. You got married. Did he say by the pipe? Something like that. You got, I don't know if that's a good word. But anyway, I think he said some shit like that. Like, you're supposed to be there better for worse and going out there and try to find your wife and see what the hell is going on. That's what you should be doing.
Let's find out what's really going on.
Now, let's go back to the park. Now, the park thing was very interesting to me, that he met his sister. He hadn't seen his sister since she was 8 because she was taken. Because his daddy was a meth dealer back in the day. And when I saw that picture, I said that picture looked like that shit came from 1929.
Multiple times for manufacturing drugs.
But whatever, maybe that's what, I don't know, the shit just looked old. But I'm like, we just gonna go with the story. Now, does anybody know this besides me? Her mom, Christiana's mom was there, but I guess she don't really want to be on the camera. I saw her in the wheelchair, and then they kind of showed her, but the camera went off. But then when they was doing the little smoke pipe thing, she was off in the corner in the dark by herself, and Christiana was sitting over there in the back by herself.
Private to them.
So then I'm sitting there wondering, well, damn. If you ain't seen your sister in over 20 years, why you meeting her at the park? You couldn't invite the whole family to your house and have a barbecue. You got a backyard. You got enough room to do that shit. I would have just been inviting my sister and her family to the house. But they had to do their little ceremony out in the park. I said, okay, whatever. Can I say this about Christiana? She looks good, and am I saying that word right? It looked like she actually lost weight after the wedding, because I know when we first found out about her mom's illness and she came out of the room, I said, I'm like, Christiana, she actually started losing, she lost some weight, and it's not from doing drugs. So I don't believe that girl is doing drugs. I don't want to believe she want to go back to that shit. I really hope for her sake and for her son's sake that she hold on to that shit. So is it me? John said to his sister, tell me what happened since I haven't been around you. Like, what, kind of like what happened. So she just did it. She says, I'm going to just sum this shit up real short. So she was gone at 8. So she said at 11 years old, her daddy got her hooked on meth. So I'm like, okay, what happened to 9, 10, 11? What happened to 9, 10? So they actually took this kid away from the daddy and put her back with the father. It's like, I want to know that part. Like, where is that part? And I'm sitting there thinking, if your pappy is putting a meth pipe in your hand at 11,
he handed me the pipe and showed me how to roll a bowl for the first time.
What fuck else was old nasty pappy doing? Because he looked like could have been a nasty pappy. Like, what else was he doing to this girl if you gonna give your child at 11 years old meth? Because the way I see it and the way the world is all fucked up and shit, when a grown old ass man, daddy, relative, giving you drugs, what they giving it to you for?
And at one time was on the FBI most wanted list.
Okay, what they giving it to you for, y'all? So now this just short video, because I just really wanted to come on here and call John a bitch for throwing his wife shit out on the damn front yard for all his people to see and know their business. I didn't think that was cool at all. I thought that was a very shitty thing to do.
It's a moving party.
And your wife got all this shit going on in her life right now, and you and your punk ass, you lied to her.
because this has happened before.
Now here's the thing, when he said she's done this before, she relapsed before. John, if you're watching this, you were the motherfucker who, in my opinion, got her to relapse. You was having her late showing up to places. You was dropping $20 bills here and there for her to pick up. Where you think she was getting the money to relapse? She was getting it from your ass. If you go, don't help people break rules when they're in sober livings and shit. Don't do that shit. Because when they go out, it's going to be kind of your fault. You gave them the damn money. Okay? He was giving her money and shit while she was in a program and shit. She was picking that shit up, and one day she just went off and got high. That was his damn fault. Anybody remember that shit besides me? Anybody?
I have to actually sneak around as I go out and look for jobs.
And now I'm going to end it with this. Christiana's eyebrows was very normal at that damn wedding with that tacky ass dress on. Her eyebrows looked alright then. It was then and there, after that wedding, her shit started to change. And I was sitting there listening to her, looking at her in the John's daughter talk when she came to apologize. I said, that girl done went over there to put a spell on your eyebrows, turned shit to Etch-a-Sketch. That's what she did. She said, turn them into Etch-a-Sketch. Because his daughter, she reminds me of that little girl on the Addams Family. Because she just dark. She dark, not dark in face, but dark hair. She just looked like she'd be out in the woods casting spells and shit. She do. I believe she put a spell on Christiana's eyebrows. That's why her eyebrows been transition.
Things always change, so I don't know.
Because they look different. That I'm starting to see the change in the eyebrows. And shit happened after the wedding. That girl that went over there and put a spell on Christiana's eyebrows. Turned that shit to Etch-a-Sketch.
I don't want to talk about this no more.
But y'all, they gonna bring most of these sons of bitches back. They gonna bring them back. They gonna bring them back because they still got a damn story to tell. But whatever. By that time, I won't be interested. I'll be done found some other shit. Anyway, you guys, be safe out there. Happy holidays. Love you guys. Thanks for showing up. When I show up, I appreciate you all. I appreciate all your comments. I just appreciate you, period. Like I said, without y'all, I ain't shit. So anyway, don't be an asshole. Bye.
Not being upfront and honest sometimes can bite you in the ass.